kaiju, turtles, Dragon Ball, and more. It's Steven's Toy Reviews.
Hey there, collectors. It's Steven here, and welcome to another
Figure Fight.
This time, it's a battle of the stylized vinyl kaiju. We'll be looking at the plant kaiju Biollante, or Biollante. Stylized time. We have East versus West once again, and this was a patron's pick. In the left corner, we have the X Plus Deforeal Biollante, and in the right corner, we have Mondo's Biollante. Both are expensive, both are chibi, deformed, and stylized versions of the plant kaiju we all know and love. And with many companies showing love to Godzilla vs. Biollante recently, plenty of eyes are going to these and other products. Without further ado, here's a fan poll in the description so we all can vote, so don't miss out on that. One last chance for a pee break, get some snacks, and let's start the
Figure Fight. Round 1.
Sculpt and paint. Here's where we get a little froggy. So obviously, Mondo has a few different variants of theirs, like the Midnight Bloom and the Sakura, but we're comparing the standard normal colors here. However, assume ceteris paribus, all other things considered equal. If you'd like to compare their variants, we'll assume that their quality and all of their issues or their pros are going to be the same. When comparing the two here, there are notable differences in logic to the paint apps and the sculpt, and one could argue perhaps we should do a diet figure fight instead. However, I believe they have the same goal in mind, so we're going to go ahead with a normal figure fight. And you can tell that I burned some time because I can concisely note that we have equal pros and cons for both of these figures here. The Deforeal has intricately sculpted detail, and though rather mute in coloration, the paint apps blend in well with minimal, on this unit anyway, quality control issues. They also use translucent plastic for the abdomen or the core area, so that's a double plus. However, the sculpt is a bit more squat, and as stated, the figure is mute, and if you have to be closer to the figure to appreciate the details, does the paint do the figure justice? For the Mondo, the paint apps are rather striking and blended in well for the most part in some areas, particularly around the base, and it has a large shelf footprint. However, some quality control issues here and there, and the details seem to just be overall softer when compared to the Deforeal. Realistically speaking, blow for blow at the end of the round, both the Deforeal and the Mondo, though swaying, are still standing. So this round is going to be a draw.
Round 2.
Accessories. No accessories for the Mondo, albeit the box is cool, but it's not an accessory. But the Deforeal comes with acid spittle, which can be put throughout the figure. You can see my review for the specifics. The Rick version of the Deforeal as well has a light up feature, which for whatever reason, the battery pack is chilling in a box somewhere. Not the figure's box where it belongs, of course, so I'm going to show you where it plugs in. I've moved since I last take this thing out of the box and put it back in, so where's it at? Don't know. I'm just burning more time because for whatever reason I was fiddling with the hole in the butt. Anyway, point being the Deforeal gets the point for this round.
Round 3.
Price. This one is interesting, and I think this is why we need to look at prices critically. Okay, so we go with MSRP for figure fights because that's how we assess the value of a figure. The Deforeal's MSRP is 16,000 Japanese yen, which, when it was offered in February of 2021, according to exchangerates.org.uk, was rounded up to be 106 JPY to 1 USD, making the MSRP to be about $150. The Mondo's, when it was offered for sale, was $125, so cut and dry to the point, the Mondo wins, howmst ever. By today's standards, the Deforeal is $118 at the time of writing and recording, so it should be about 135 JPY to 1 USD. That's going to be around the end of May of 2023. So you see, that's why it's important to conceptualize things in yen. But wait, There's more. The reason why I mentioned at the time of solicitation for the Deforeal was that the Mondo could only be purchased directly from Mondo, and the Deforeal has a Rick store exclusive for 21,955 Japanese yen, and you had to order it in that window, meaning you'd be paying $208 for the Rick at the time that it was offered back in February of 21. For the Mondo with shipping included, you paid $146, and that means with tax as well, and the only way that Mondo doesn't slug the Deforeal for a knockdown is with that being considered. And a point to the Mondo. All right, hope that made sense. At the end of the day, the Mondo gets the point.
Round 4.
Articulation. The Deforeal has none, but the Mondo has swivels at the base of the vines as well as the base of all the mouths. So, even if minimal, there is some slight posability with the Mondo and some slight expressiveness. Quite literally, the Deforeal cannot throw hands this round, it cannot protect itself, and with the last of all of its energy, hint hint, the Mondo throws one last slug of a punch to win the round.
Round 5.
Scale and size. This is a toughie because by and by you would think that since there is no Mondo Godzilla 1989, and the Mondo is too small to be perfect in scale with the only Mondo Godzilla that does exist, it shouldn't get the point. But it scales better, one may argue, with the Deforeal Godzilla 1989 than the Deforeal Biollante does. Furthermore, one may argue just based on dimensions alone that the Mondo is better looking and has a nicer shelf presence. However, the Deforeal line isn't exactly a scaled line, and just a big Biollante Deforeal style is good enough. Honestly, I think it's fair to say that both contestants here don't really have good enough energy left. They're just standing in the ring, they're swaying, we can call it here. The round is a tie.
Final bell.
And with that, neither combatant can win in the looks or sizing rounds, and though the Deforeal does have accessories, the Mondo is more wallet friendly and has the moves to secure the victory. Do note again, this is just a Tale of the Tape series and is meant to be a point system. You may have a preference of one over the other, and quite frankly, that's how sometimes it goes. I actually like both of these and I'm happy with my purchase for both of them, so that's just the way that the cookie crumbles. That being said, let's hear your thoughts below in the comments. Any foul punches, smelling salts used illegally, or did someone kick out of a pin? Let the ref know, and make sure you vote in the community poll. As always, thanks to the patrons for the support for this video and tons of others. This video was a patron's pick in specific, as I said at the top, and each month Patreon supporters get to vote for a video to be made, and this was the pick for this one. Wait till you see what the next patron's pick's going to be. That one's going to be fun. So thanks to everyone who voted, and now the credits. The end card is rolling, so you can check out another video, the socials, and so forth. Lots of fun stuff coming this summer is going to be amazing. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video, and I'll catch you more so in the next
Figure fight.